Reggie Bush going to Miami. And Ray Edwards today going to the Atlanta Falcons. What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here? Every team is spending money, money, money. I kind of wish I kind of focused my attention when I was playing sports as an athlete more on football than basketball. And I also wish I was 15 years younger. Because you don't even have to be good to get paid in the NFL right now. And I'll tell you something else that's happening that's pretty crazy. Normally at this time of year, ESPN, Fox, whoever, they're all talking about how, boy, this rookie got this contract. That rookie got that contract. This player got this contract. And not one word has been said about the rookies. Several first-round picks have already signed. And instead of it being a news item, it's kind of background fodder. I mean, think about that for a second. Over the years, how many times we've discussed the contracts of a Jamarcus Russell, the contracts of a Heath Schuler, the contracts that even the guys got last year. No one's saying a word this year because the big news is that the teams are like, hey, we got money. We're going to spend it. And, of course, Cam Newton hasn't signed yet, but the Panthers aren't doing camp, I believe, until Sunday. And so I'm sure once he signs, you're not going to hear anything about contracts for the rookies for a long, long time. Everybody seems so happy. Football is back. I'm wearing a football jersey again. My team, the Giants, are trying to bring in Plaxico Burress. I mean, there's nothing bad to say about this situation anymore. But you know I'm going to find a way to say something bad about it when I talk about it in the ugly section. And we'll leave football alone for a minute to move on to some more good. How about Ervin Santana the other day? Here's a guy who the Angels have expected to be one of their best pitchers for years. And every year he comes in with all the good stuff. Those are 95-mile-an-hour fastballs, got great change-up, great off-speed pitches. People think he should be a top 3 pitcher. He hasn't lived up to his hype. But now, he's thrown a no-hitter. And he actually wasn't that sharp the first 3 innings. In fact, Cleveland scored a run off him in the first inning off of wildness. And then he settled down and was absolutely the pitcher and the beast that everyone thinks he's capable of being. Baseball this season's already had 3 no-hitters. So maybe it's time that the pitchers are starting to really get into their full strides again, because this no-hitter was completely unexpected. This guy, Santana, one start, he looks like he's the best right-handed pitcher in the game. The next start, he can't get 3 people out. The Angels are a story right now because they're doing this in the most unlikely way. They have so many talented veteran players on their team with Bobby Abreu and Torrey Hunter and Howie Kendrick and Vernon Wells. But right now, the people carrying this team right now is the little rookie guy. Well, he's not little. He's 6'5", 250 pounds, and Mr. Trumbo. You leave a fastball near him, he'll knock the cover off that ball. And so the Angels are a team to be reckoned with for the rest of the year. And they have a history of beating the Yankees in the playoffs. They have history of playing very well against every other team in the playoffs but the Boston Red Sox. And if they can figure out a way to avoid the Red Sox, who knows? I mean, Jared Weaver has been off the charts ridiculous the last 3 months. I mean, he's 8-0 with a earned run average below 2 in his last 13 or 14 starts. I mean, Dan Herron isn't getting the wins and losses, but he's getting the innings and keeping his teams in games. I mean, he didn't pitch well last time out against Texas, but I'm certain he's looking forward to pitching against the Tigers this coming weekend. And so, even though the Dodgers are struggling where they are, at least California has one good baseball team that they can talk about, and that baseball team happens to be the Angels. Texas is not going anywhere, though. So the Angels know they're going to have to bring their A games every week to keep pace with Texas, because Texas is still pitching great and still hitting. And it's good to see Vernon Wells starting to hit, because I'm sure people were upset with him that he wasn't doing what he was paid to do. But he's quietly picking up the home runs these days. So don't sleep on the Angels, folks. They got what it takes to win it all. And we'll be back to talk more good on 89.7 KLAS FM after this message from the Jeffrey Foundation.